And now,
breaking news.
Ahoy, the news.
News.
From the Weird
Wire.
News of the Weird Wire. Animals continuing to break world records that you probably didn't even know were world records. First, let's meet Mr. Pugsley Addams. It's a cat. Mound, Minnesota. Now holds Guinness record for the longest tail on a domestic living cat. 18 and a half inches. Pugsley is a gray Maine Coon. First time I took him to the vet, walked in, said, "That's a really long tail," said pet parent Amanda. And I looked at it, really looked at it, and thought, yeah, that is kind of, isn't it? So she told her kids, and of course their first reaction to see if there was a current Guinness World Record for it. You know what? There was. And to our shock, Pugsley beat it. Meanwhile, on the other side of the record book, a pygmy goat from India named Karumbi has been named the Soat, S-O-A-T, the shortest of all time. This pygmy goat is 1.4 inches tall, 1.1 feet long. Karumbi, officially the shortest living goat in the world. Why do we waste time with this? Not necessarily talking about it, but why does the Guinness Book of World Records need the shortest goat in the planet? That is a really short goat. We moved to Kentucky. Group of car thieves, obviously feeling more furious than fast. They had a plan to steal 8 Corvettes. According to the Associated Press, vehicles were taken through a cut fence at the GM Bowling Green assembly plant in Kentucky. Police tipped off to the heist when a Bowling Green resident spotted a man parking and then leaving a new Corvette. Still had its stickers on it, which seems like the first thing you'd remove if you were stealing a car. All of the other 7 cars were later found, including 3 that were set to be transported to Michigan before cops busted the deal. Led to the arrest of a 21-year-old who had been charged with receiving stolen property, fleeing arrest, and engaging with organized crime. Perp said, quote, "Would have been paid big if he was able to get the Corvettes to Michigan, but alas, crime does not pay." And I don't know what is going on here. Every day this week, we've had a story of an escaped animal. This one escaped otters from a zoo. Swamico, Wisconsin. They escaped the new zoo and adventure park. Pair of otters. According to the zoo's website, the otters, named Louie and Ophelia, found a way out of their enclosure during a winter storm, March 20th, via, quote, "a small breach in the buried fencing." They managed to enlarge just enough to get out. Tracks and overnight camera footage showed both otters appeared to have enjoyed the snowfall, romping around the zoo, frequently sliding on their bellies and exploring nearby water bodies. The zoo adds that the surrounding areas are safe for the otters to frolic and sleep in. Thanks to footage sent in by a local resident, the zoo determined that at least one of the otters been returning to the same area. After investigation, traps have been set. However, the traps have also attracted the attention of local raccoon, which I'm guessing is going to scare away the otters. I don't know. What was his name? Jack Hanna? I don't think the otters would want to go around a raccoon near this cage. So they've made the cage now raccoon-proof. Give them a better chance to corral the otters Anyone with information on the otters' whereabouts should contact the zoo through social media with photos and videos if at all possible. Why is this the fourth straight day of escaped animals? First one was kangaroo. I guess that was on Tuesday. And then we had maybe that was last week already. They got out of the busted up fence. Or those donkeys, I think. It's 4 straight days of escaped animals. It's hard for me to even keep track anymore. That is news of the Weird Wire.